is somewhere around second year or third year. Maganda ko talaga yan, di ba? Malupit ang watercolor. It looks terrible, so let's see what grade I got. Oh, I got 86 on this. They sometimes call this a vaginal looking design kasi marami silang activity na pinapagawa na ganito, which is I hate it.
Hello! Welcome to Minhua Inside. So today, ang vlog natin is about sharing my old architectural plates. Nandito tayo ngayon sa bahay namin sa bodega. This is where we store our old stuffs. So ngayon, I'm here to share my old architectural plates para sa mga students na curious and wants to know kung ano nga ba yung ginagawa ng isang first year architecture students. So today, hahalongkayin ko yung mga old gamit ko ng architecture nung first year ako para mabigyan kayo ng idea kung ano nga ba yung ginagawa ng isang first year student ng BS Architecture. Let's check out our plates! So, ito is yung nung high school ako. I play lyre kasi I'm part of the drum and bugle group. So, ayun. This is my most favorite instrument na alam ko paano mag-play. So, ayun. Anyway, ito yung mga ginamit ko nung first year architecture ako. So, ito yung mga canister, tracing paper, ayan. I think wala nang laman yan inside, but there are old plans, I think. But there's none. Ito. Ayan, ito yung mga old drawings ko, which is, wait, unfold natin. Wait lang. So, ayan. This is not actually my first year plate. I think this is somewhere around second year or third year. Pinagawa kami ng sample blueprint ng isang site. We choose our own site. And then, gagawa kami ng isang residential unit and perspective. And, ayan. Makikita ninyo dyan yung mga needed per sheet kung ano yung mga kailangan ilagay. So, exterior, site elevation, exterior perspective, site development plan, vicinity, and then the floor plans and elevations, sections, and details, and the schedule, door and window schedule. So, ito yung pinaka-basic ng isang blueprint, kung ano yung kailangan yung ilagay sa isang blueprint. And then, ito yung floor plan yan. Ayan, the floor plan. Sample floor plan. Ground floor plan and second floor plan. And then, so ito sample elevation. Ayan. And then this is the further elevations. And this is the nag-reflect lang pala siya. Sa likod pa yan. Ayan. Ito yung ground floor ceiling plan. And this one is yung cross-section and longitudinal section. And the door scheduling. Ayan. Sa paggawa ng door scheduling, you need to indicate the description ng materials na gagamitin, the size, and then the location, quantity, and the hardware to be used to construct that door. Same as with the window. Na ba yan? Same as with the window schedule. Ayan. Kita rin yung description, size, location, and quantity. And then, may further details pa yan. Detail ng elevation. Detail ng mga in-apply ko sa design ko. So, makikita nyo dyan, window jamb, detail elevation, ng wall ko, since stone cladding, and then kitchen, ayan. And then sa likod pa niyan, another detail elevation ng ground floor plan. Ito yung exterior wall ko, so yan yung magiging itsura niya na details niya. And then the inside of that. And then yung handrail, baluster, and yung blow up ng roof ko. So, ayun yung sample na kailangan nyo i-present sa isang blueprint. But anyway, hindi ito yung first year architectural plate ko. So, let's move on. So, ito, nakita ko na yung architectural plates ko ng first year. This is not by order. So, ito lang yung, to give you lang na idea kung ano yung pinapagawa sa inyo sa first year. So, one of our activity was to draw a perspective, 2-point perspective. So you will draw the perspective based on what they give you, yung floor plan and yung front elevation. This is the technical way on how to draw a perspective. So hindi siya yung sketch lang. You need to follow yung floor plan and the elevation they will give you to draw your perspective. So, medyo mababa yung nakuha ko dito kasi, syempre, first time ko. So, hindi pa ako ganun ka-expert sa pag-drawing ng perspective. Okay? So, another perspective is itong 1-point perspective. Ayan. From a floor plan and also an elevation, they give you you draw the 1-point perspective. So, that's another activity ng pag-drawing ng perspective na bibigay sa inyo in the first year. And then, blanco pala to, walang laman. Okay, another activity is yung isometric view. So, i-showcase lang nila sa PowerPoint or sa board. Parang magpapakita sila ng flat view, yung paano matawagin yun? Yung open view nung shape, and then you will imagine it on how it gets to imagine it kung ano yung magiging 3D view niya kapag finold nyo na siya. So, ayan yung analyzation ko, and medyo mababa rin yung nakuha ko dito kasi mahina ako sa ganyan. So, anyway. Next one is, ayan. Same thing. Ayan yung sinasabi ko sa inyo. So, there's a flat view, top view, front view, and they ask you to draw the perspective of that. So, kailangan tama yung maging itsura ng 3D ninyo. And you need to be expert on that kasi marami silang activity na pinapagawa na ganito, which is I hate it. And then next thing, ayan nga, ayan. Another activity, same activity, top view, and then side view, and then they ask you to draw the perspective view. And I got it wrong again kasi nga hindi na ako expert sa ganyan. Pero at least nag-improve konti yung grade ko dito. And the next one is, eto, mag-drawing kayo ng perspective. 1-point perspective ulit. Another activity. And they provide you the front elevation and the floor plan, and you do the 3D perspective. Marami akong mali dyan kasi ang hirap talaga i-form ng 3D niyan kasi pa-triangle, and nahilo-hilo na ako sa lines. So, and pinagpuyatan ko yan, kaya medyo wala na ako sa right mind sa pag-drawing yan. And then, anyway, nakakuha naman ako ng passing grade dyan, so it's fine. Another plate, ayan, another plate ng pag-drawing ng perspective ng from a top view and a side view. So, kailangan matama mo rin yan. And ito, medyo nakuha ko na siya ng tama. Pero, sabi niya may konting minimal mistakes pa rin, but at least I got a passing grade in this. ito talaga yung pinaka-hate ko, yung ganyan. And another one, ayan na nga. Another one is yung top view, and then front view, you draw the perspective again, and I really hate this kind of activity. Hindi talaga ako expert sa ganyan. So, ayan yung some of the activities na ipapagawa nila. And that's for the drafting class. For the rendering class, ito naman yung ipapagawa nila sa inyo sa first year pag rendering class. So, ito yung some of my plates na pinagawa sa amin. So, papagawa nila kayo watercolor, of course, from dark to light. May tint and hue ata na tinatawag dyan. I just forgot kung... I think tint yung magiging dark and then hue yung papunta sa light. And then, may PowerPoint naman na ipapakita sa inyo yung prof and then you just need to follow it. So, another type of shading, yellow, orange, green. And then, all colors yan, rainbow colors. Ayan, green, blue, violet, pink. So, ayan. I got an 88 on that. 83 in fairness. Even though I don't know what I'm doing. It doesn't even look right. Anyway, another activity is ito. So, ayan. This is what you call the tint. Oh, this one is the tint and this one is the hue. Yung hue yung medyo light. So, tint yung medyo dark na. So, ayan. Same pattern, same colors to be used. And in fairness, I got in 80 on that. And yeah. Maganda ba gawa ko? Doesn't even look good. So, another activity na pinagawa sa amin is to draw a perspective, which is, I'm not really good at watercolor perspective. I'm okay with the drawing, sketching, pero pag once na watercolor ko na, I destroy the picture. So, yes, this is another kind of activity na ipapagawa nila sa inyo in rendering class. So, if you're good at it, then you're good to go. If you're not, then you can practice. Practice makes perfect. So, yeah. Another activity na pinagawa sa amin is itong cube. So, hindi ko alam kung anong pinagawa dito, shadow, but I got in 85 on this. And I just forgot what they told me to do on this plate. Pero I think may shadowing dito sa portion na to. But since this is old already and I think nabasa na siya ng water. So, medyo na-destroy na yung plate ko. So, I can't really say kung ano talaga yung pinagawa dito. Another thing is ito. I think this is a cloud plate. They asked us to draw a cloud. But since nabasa rin ata siya ng water sa bodega namin. So, I cannot really show you kung nasa na yung clouds. I think the color spread already. Pero cloud plate siya. Like, it's a practice to let you know how to draw a sky. And another plate is ito yung shadow, I think. And I got an 88 on this. But I even don't know if it looks right. Pero yeah, you draw the shadows and the shapes. And I don't know kung ano yung sinasabi niya dito. How are shadows far for shadow shade color? I cannot understand the writing. But yeah, this is a shadowing practice na plate for watercolor. And this one naman is yung sky plate ulit. So they ask you to draw clouds in the sky and then grass below. So, I got an 89 on that. Wow. Really? I even don't know. Okay, another plate is, I got an 88 on this. Ooh. It's a watercolor ng floor plan. Yes, binuhos ko yung effort ko dyan. Pinaganda ko talaga yung floor plan ko. So, in fairness, maganda naman yung naging output niya. So, yeah, makikita niyo dyan yung mga dimensions, color, ground floor plan yan. And then, the second floor plan. Ayan, pinaganda ko talaga yan, no? Diba? Malupit ang watercolor yan. That's why I got an 88 on that. And then, Another activity na ipapagawa sa inyo sa rendering class. Nasira na rin siya ng water ulit, nabasa kasi siya. But, yeah, this is a color wheel. Ito yung pinaka-basic na ipapagawa nila sa inyo. First day, I think, yeah, this is your first lesson, not first day. Kasi sometimes hindi pumapasok yung prof sa first day, so naging cut class. So, ito yung magiging first lesson ninyo sa watercolor. They will ask you to draw a color wheel, and then you draw the complementary, the analogous, the triadic, square, rectangle, tetradic, and split complementary. So you need to do this right, because this is your first impression to your prof. And ito yung first lesson. Second lesson yung sinabi ko kanina na may hue and tint. So, ayun. And I got an 83 on this. Ooh, I did great. Anyway, another plate that we did. This is our midterm exam actually. Yeah. They asked us to draw yung design ng wisdom fountain sa UST, yung gilid ng fountain. And this is how it looks like. And they sometimes call this a vaginal looking design, but actually it's a lotus leaf. And yeah, kung medyo green-minded ka, yeah, they call it a vaginal design. But it's a lotus leaf in design niya. So, yung ipipaint niyo watercolor, and you need to showcase properly yung shaded portion niya from dark to light. So, yung mga shadowing, ganyan. And I did not do great on this kasi as you can see nga, pangit ang gawa ko. So, but yeah, I just got on 78 on this. So, yeah. You can do better than me. Another plate that I have is finals plate namin to. They ask us to draw the wisdom fountain. And in fairness, I love my drawing, although it doesn't look that good. And what grade did I got here? Oh, there's no grade. Oh, there. 81. I got an 81 on this. And yes, you need to also show the shadow portion, yeah, which is, I had a trouble showing it over here. So, for these kinds of plate midterm and finals, they give you the whole day to do it. So, it's up to you kung kailan nyo gusto mag-break, kailan nyo gusto kumain, basta at the end of the day, you are able to submit the plate. And another plate I have, oh, I got an 88 on this. Oh, perspective ng gazebo sa UST. So, this one, we are tasked to just take a picture of the gazebo and then go back to the classroom to draw it. Hindi kami daw pwede mag-stay dun sa labas. So, this is what they told us to do, and watercolor yung kanyang i-render namin by watercolor. And I don't know how this became 88 because I feel like my work is ugly. Anyway, another thing, I got an 88 also on this. Ooh, this is one of the oldest lanterns in UST. You can see this, I think, around the main building or at the back of the main building. They asked us to sketch it and do the watercolor of it. So, show the shadow and the light portion, dark portion. And I don't know if I did right on this. I even got a mistake over there, like the smudge. But yes, I got an 88 on this. Anyway, and another plate here is the tonal values. So you do the darkest to the lightest color. So you choose your own colors, and then you do the dark to the light. So darker part has lesser water, and lighter part has more water. So that's the concept of this plate. They will teach you further on this when you take already BS architecture. So that's for the rendering part. And I've also found another sketchy part over here. Let me open it first. Ayan, so ito here, ayan, finally I found it. ito yung pinaka-first basic step na papagawa nila sa inyo sa graphics class ninyo or graphics class or drawing class. So, first is papagawa nila sa inyo yung title block on how to properly do yung bordering sa buff paper. This is what you call buff paper pala. So, marami kayong kailangang bilhin na ganito kasi in your first year, normally all your plates will be done in the buff paper. And then, at the second half ng term ninyo, tsaka kayo magagamit ng what you call the tracing paper. So, sanayin muna nila kayo na gumamit ng buff paper. The size na usually na ginagamit sa buff paper is 15 by 20. So, mag-stock na kayo ng maraming ganito kasi you really need this. And, okay, so yun nga. So, first activity ninyo sa drawing class is papagawa nila sa inyo yung title block. May bibigay silang notes sa inyo about that kung ano yung measurement ng bawat spaces ng words dyan and what is the size of the lettering. So, yun yung first activity. Second activity na ipapagawa nila sa inyo is this one. Papagawa nila sa inyo itong line practice ng drawing. So, mapapagod yung kamay ninyo dito and mapupuyat kayo sa pagla-line. And may measurement rin yan. Ayan, makikita niyo yung tuldok ko dyan and yung line ko. So, importante yan na tama ang measurement kasi chine-check nila yan. As you can see, there's a check mark. So, chine-check nila yan mabuti. And then, I got a 91 on that. So, yeah. Next activity is another title block. I don't know why I did another title block. Okay. Another activity is this one. Another line activity. Ayan, line exercise. So, may measurement rin yan. Nakikita niyo yung tuldok-tuldok ko. And, check rin niyo yan. Carefully. So, mangawit rin yung kamay niyo dyan. But, it's fun to do yung line exercises. And then, this one. 3D perspective. I think. You draw the front view of the cube, left side, right side view, top view. So, it's exercise about views. So, yes, you need to do it well. As you can see, measured rin yan by ruler. You will use triangle rulers, I think. And then, next one is same exercise. You do also the top view, right side view, left, front, and yeah, you do it. Oh, I think they show you. I think I remember nagpakita siya ng 3D view neto, and then you do the plan, the top, front, right, and left view. So yeah. And then next one is what is this? Oh, never mind. It's useless. What is this? Wala lang. Next one is they ask you to draw an isometric drawing of your dream house. So, ayan. I did an isometric view. But this is a series plate. So, yung first plate neto is, ayan. Wala pang finishes yung before niyan. And then, nawala na yung ibang. I think it's this one. Ito yung, so ayan, he asked us to draw our dream house. So, yung dream house ko, ayan, drawing ko, front view, left side view, right side view, and the roof plan. And then, he asked us to draw the 3D perspective of that. And then after that, he asked us to do a 3D perspective with finishes. So, yun yung activity na yun. Then, another activity is itong isometric cube. He asked us to make our own isometric cube, and it should be as complicated as possible. So, I really don't know what I'm doing here. I just did minus, add in some of the parts until I was able to form that. So, yes. And I got a 93 on that. So, yes. Good. It's a good plate. How about here? I got a 97 on this. So, yes. I did great on these plates. And then, oh, this one is the floor plan version and elevation version of that one. So yes, he asked us to draw the floor plan. There, as you can see, this is still the first year. So medyo hindi pa ganun magandang output yung floor plan ko. It's still basic. So elevation and elevation. So, yan yung some of the activities na ipapagawa sa inyo in the first year. Okay, now let's move on a bigger version ng watercolor classes namin. So, ito yung rendering class. And, they give you the floor plan. All you have to do is just trace it and then color it with watercolor. So, ayan. Medyo pangit talaga akong mag-watercolor. I'm really not good at it. But, I got an 84 on that. So, yes. Congratulations to myself. Next, render that I did, we get to choose our own entourage scene. And then, we watercolor it. And as you can see, it's a fail. There is a fail. This one is a fail. I don't know what I'm doing there. And yes. And this one looks weird. And my people also looks weird. Because I really don't know how to draw good when it's watercolor. So yes. But a grade I got here is 84 in fairness. Does it look good? I don't know. Next plate that we did is another watercolor is a rendering of exterior perspective. And I also don't know if I did it good. If I did nice on this. But look at my shadowing. I don't know if you can see the shadows, but there is a shadow there. And look at my cars. It's terrible. Just don't look at it. But I got an 80 on that. Wow, amazing. And then next one is this one. Oh, they give you a sample perspective, and all you have to do is trace it on your board, and then you add details and you watercolor it. So look at my dog, it's so adorable. And then you look, kissing couple. I don't know why I did that. And you look, my car, it's also ugly. And then you look at that kid crawling over there. I don't know why I put it over there. But yes, this is my exterior perspective. And it looks terrible. So let's see what grade I got. Wow, I got 86 on this. Good job. And then moving on to more larger plates are these one. Yes, this one. OMG, it is really big. I forgot what size is this. I think it's A1 size of not Bristol board. I forgot what board. Berkeley board for watercolor. And this is our activity. You draw an exterior perspective of a house, and I think it looks terrible. Now I realize. But let's see what grade I got here. There's no grade. Oh, it's an R. Oh, she asked me to repeat it. But yeah, I think I didn't repeat it. Anyway, another one, perspective. Exterior perspective is this one. I took a picture of a photo in the Google internet, of course, search. And I tried my best to copy it. Okay, tried my best. This is tried my best version. And finally, I got an 85 on her. And yes, I know it looks terrible. It looks like a grade schooler who painted. But never mind. I got an 85 on this. Next, moving on. Another perspective. I got this from a magazine. Yes. And you just trace the perspective over here. And you copy how it looks like over here using watercolor. And I know it looks terrible. Okay. I'm really not good at watercolor stuff. So, for students out there or who are good in watercolor, you're good. But if you're not good in watercolor, then you can just practice. Since as I said, practice makes perfect. So don't be afraid to take architecture because, like in my case, I'm not good in math, and I still took architecture, and now I'm graduating. So it's not about if you're good in drawing, if you're good in math. If you just love what you're doing, and if you really love to take architecture, then go with it. I know you can survive. And it's fun to take architecture because it's not like other courses that usually they have their lecture classes just sitting down all day. In architecture, you will learn to have more friends and more groupings, and you learn to be close to your professors, and they will teach you some life lessons and share their own experiences. So you won't really be alone in taking architecture. So don't be afraid on taking it, because I gained a lot of friends also when I was on my way to 5th year. And yes, they will also sometimes help you in case they see you having trouble. Like, you help each other's back since you're friends. So yes. Okay, another thing. So yan, further watercolor activity. We gave you the perspective, you just trace it. Okay. So we also did some research paper here about car park with my partner. Yes, and this is the draft, and then this is the final output. We printed it in A3. So yes, they will ask you also to do. So they will ask you also to do some water research papers. And then for further, this one I'm not gonna unfold it anymore because it's too many and sorry about that. Plates, my line drawing plates. So yes, isometric plate, and then isometric plate again, and then a practice in using compass, draw shapes using compass, and then a plate on lines again. So good luck with your hands, guys. As you can see, those detail. Yes, good luck on you. It would be really painful. So yes, there. And then they will also ask you to draw lines on graphing paper. So that's like 4 pages. Yes, it's a hell for me. It's really tiring. And then another thing is they will ask you to do lettering. This is the proper way on how to write architecturally. So you better learn and remember how to write the way they told us to do so. Yes, the quick brown fox jump over the something something. Yes, that's the most famous line in architecture that they used to let us practice lettering. And then this is an activity in my, I forgot, I think history class, since it said their function and form in the principles analysis thingy. So yes, you search for a condominium and then you search for its floor plan and you describe the functions and the your analysis on it. And then this one is my anthropometric data. I think we did this by group. So yes, you can see me there, Kiara, Carla, Rose. Yes, this is a group activity and you draw the there, as you can see, you draw the human figure and you measure the body of that person. Yes. And then more plates, isometric view. I just don't know what these shits are. Yes. Oh, here's the sample floor plan of the watercolor I showed a while ago. Yes. So they give you the sample watercolor thing plan and you just, all you have to do is just trace it. Oh, this one is our final one. The bicycle is with my partner. This is our final design activity in design class. So we are asked to design a UST campus bicycle depot and whatsoever. So yes, you got to research and we also did a scale model. 1 is 50 of that. And yeah, we really had a fun doing the 3D model. And here is another watercolor perspective we did. Yes. And then another perspective. And then yes, practice of lettering. And then another watercolor perspective. Another watercolor perspective. Another watercolor perspective. And more line drawings. See, I drew the Jigglypuff. Just my trip. Oh, here. Let me show this to you. So this was my midterm exam in drawing class. And this is a sketch of the Church of UST. We literally sit down on the floor, like on the road in front of this church, and then we're drawing this on the spot. So we had the fun doing that while the smoke of the cars are on us. And yeah, there are many mosquitoes and flying objects. Yes, it's a challenge, but it's a fun activity since it was our first outdoor drawing class. Yeah. Then, oh, this one is the sketch version of the watercolor I showed a while ago, the lotus leaf. And yes, you need to show the shadows there. And then, another thing is the line drawing of a house. It looks terrible, so don't mind it. And I also don't know why my prof also asked us to do such weird thing. But yes, I got an 84 on that. Thank goodness. We also did a shading plate, so from light to very dark. So good luck to your pencils. It will really get smaller and smaller. So you gotta buy a lot of drawing pencils. And another activity we had is texture. patterns, wall patterns, floor patterns, and you need to do the shadowing properly. So yes, that's our plate, and I got an 89 on that. Ooh. And another outdoor activity we had is to draw the tree that our prof pointed out outside. She asked us to go to that spot and draw that tree on the spot. So we were sitting on the ground drawing this. And I got 91 on this. Yes. I really love drawing trees. Another activity we got is to draw a front. I forgot. What do you call this? Entourage people. So yes, group of people and a single person group of people. So, and I got an 85 on that. So yes, a lot of drawings. Yes, you will really love this class, you know, since if you really love drawing, yes, you will. And draw of cars. Yes, don't mind my drawing of cars. I know it looks ugly because even though I love sports car, yes, it really. Yes, this is a practice of how to draw entourage. So they ask you to draw people, they ask you to draw cars, and of course, they ask you to draw trees. So as you can see, this is my tree color. This is using color pencil, not watercolor. So yes. In fairness, I got an 84 on this thing. So yes, this is the top view, and this is the elevation view of these trees. And another drawing, yes, the floor plan, the most famous floor plan. She also let us did this in watercolor version. This is the color pencil version. And yes, you will really have fun on this. And I got an 88 on this. So yes, I do great in watercolor pencil. I mean, in color pencils, but not in watercolor. And here's another plate, color pencil also. It's an elevation of the house. And I got a 90 on that. Yes, good job. So that's it. We're done with the tour. And I hope you learned something on my old architectural plates, and I hope it gave you a more clear idea and vision of what your architecture in the first year will be. And I hope you subscribe to my channel to keep you updated for more videos regarding my experience as an architecture student. And I hope it be able to share everything to you. And I hope you also like my video, and just comment down below if you have any questions and clarifications that you want me to answer. So that's it. Bye!